You know, I had decided I was going to quit YouTube about 2 years ago. I just wasn't sure how to go about it, but in my mind, I was so set on it. Then I started looking back on why I started YouTube, or when I started. You know, I was in Sweden, I was living in all alone. I was technically on a good track, you know, I was in university, I had my career path laid in front of me. I knew, even though I wasn't feeling good, I knew I would be fine. But I remember how stuck I felt at that time, just doing something I didn't want to do whatsoever. So I was just doing YouTube, hoping, praying, because it wasn't even a job back then, really, for gaming channels at least, but maybe it would work out. And just remembering how stuck I felt back then to now, where I just feel so free, I just wanted to really say thank you for that, for making that possible. There's been a lot of changes on the channel lately, so I figured it made sense to do kind of an update video on looking on the past and where the channel is now and where it's going in the future. As you know, which I've kind of shoved in your face, me and Martin moved to Japan, and I feel like, you know, on the topic of quitting, now would really be the perfect time. You know, my channel kind of peaked. We tried so many different things, done so many different things, and I just, yeah, it'd be the perfect, you know, we moved to Japan, and so they lived happily ever after. It's funny because I even see comments kind of like begging me to quit, like, bro, just quit already. What else do you want? And I get it, it makes sense, right? But the awkward part is, I'm still here. Post credit. Hey guys, I'm not quitting. But yeah, 2 years ago when I decided I was gonna quit, it was because I had gone through so much drama at the time, and you know, it hasn't always been perfect, but I do feel like I've gone through a lot of scrutiny as well, and the negative would just outweigh the good at that point. But it didn't feel right to quit just because other people, especially when so many people are still being so supportive, you know? And yeah, I look back on my 10 years on YouTube, and it's been a wild fucking ride, and I would do it all again in a heartbeat. I'm so grateful for all the memories and experience that I had so far, but the thing is, I don't want to do it again. Because I'm a different person now because of it. I look back on everything that we've done, and I'm super proud of it, and it's amazing, but, you know, I'm ready for new experiences and different things. I think I realized at that time that, you know, keep trying to push the channel to grow more and more and more all the time wasn't doing anything for me personally. I wasn't getting anything out of the money or the recognition or the fame. At least that part had kind of peaked, you know? What am I gonna do with more? I don't know. Felt like I was growing the channel just because it's expected of you to do so. You have to keep pushing your YouTube channel, keep growing, keep seeing those numbers go up, you know? Because that's what's expected of you, but just realize, like, why? Why? I think if I realized that if I had 100 less of subscribers or whatever, or thousands less, I would still feel just as accomplished and just as proud of myself. So what's the point of always trying to push it, you know? But I would always just keep trying to grow the channel as best as I can, you know? The views are there, and everyone wants them to go up, and I would stress out over every single upload. I got into really bad habits. I got out of them anyway, but, you know, I just realized I was so addicted to YouTube at that point, and it was all I really cared about. It really took up all my focus and energy for such a long time, really, and that's what made me successful, but I didn't necessarily feel more successful because of it, I guess is my point. I know this sounds kind of like I'm complaining. I'm just reflecting, really. So 2 years ago, I said I was going to retire, and that confused a lot of people because I still uploaded videos. But the thing is, what I meant was I just want to do YouTube the way I did it when I started, which was for fun. Believe it or not, I didn't do it to become this, I don't know, big channel or big character. And so instead, I try to just focus on, yeah, what was fun about YouTube, which is really at its core just to share stuff with you guys. And I've been avoiding all the drama, been a good boy, thank you. Try to avoid all the bullshit and just try to enjoy it the best I can. Not focus too much on the results, and YouTube actually started to become fun again for the past 2 years. And that's when I realized, you know, why should I quit? It's my dream after all to do YouTube. I've worked so hard for this. I think other people could see it as, oh, he got fame, he got money, you know, what else does he want? But that's never that's at its core, that's never why I got into YouTube and enjoyed it so much to begin with. So that's why I'm still here. I still enjoy sharing stuff with you guys, and I don't want to just give all that up. Doing it for a long time though, your channel goes through a lot of changes. I mean, I started doing Call of Duty videos, and then I went into horror, and then, you know, Hot Wheels, and, you know, it's just constantly been changing. And I think when you do it for such a long time, it comes with the price of, you know, letting some people down because they prefer a certain type of content, and there's always going to be expectations and people having different preferences, which I understand, obviously. But it also makes it feel like you're always letting someone down, and like whatever you're doing is never good enough. And I know a lot of people feel very strongly about certain videos that I did in the past should come back, you know, Pew News or meme review or more gaming. But to me, those things are just not stuff I'm personally that into anymore. I mean, sure, still play games, and I'll always enjoy that, and there will always be that in the channel. But at the moment, you know, I don't have that much time. Been spending my days just enjoying Japan, really. But also looking back on a lot of my content, it just feels so lame. Doing videos talking about drama that no one gives a shit about a couple days later. Doing videos about memes that changes like every other day. What's the point? It all just feels like distractions. And I'm not saying now my channel is so deep, but it just feels a bit shallow to always upload that kind of stuff. I kind of feel the same way about shorts, to be honest. They really just feel like distractions, and that's it. I don't want to sound preachy or anything. And for the future, I just want to keep doing videos the way I have been doing, sort of this tempo. At least my first year in Japan, I really just want to enjoy having fun here and making the most out of it, and not stress about what the next upload is going to be all the time. And that feels really, really good. I have this bigger thing I filmed, for example, but I'm going surfing after this, and I'm, you know, making choices like that. Sorry. It will just be a little longer. So yeah, I just really appreciate you guys sticking through all the changes, and I still do try my best, but I really, really appreciate all the understanding and support. Is it time? Yeah, why not? Some things never change.